Alright guys, welcome back here. Another session of Copper State 500. Yes, we are getting around to the, I guess you'd say, what's that, 180 mile mark here. Just about over a third of the way through here, so we're going to be going through the middle third at this point. So let's keep on going here, guys. Let's start the action here as we meet our drivers here after they just got through the pit stop here. And as you guys can see here, Joey Plunka is actually leading here, which is great for him. He made a great move there to overtake Jeff Daly Jr. after a very fierce pit stop, which saw a lot of movement in the middle group. So good for them on that one here. And let's keep it going here as we start the next couple of turns here, which will be, I guess you could kind of call it miles of turns. So let's just keep going here, guys. Okay, so 4 is going to be into the middle group here, guys. And then 4, so doubles here for 2 and 2 and 4. So that'll be a problem. Okay, so first problem here, guys, for us. So let's check it out and see what happens here as we start the 180th mile here. Let's see what problem is going to actually occur here. So let's roll the red, white, and blue die here. And the red one will tell us where we're looking at. So the red and white die here. So let's see what we got going on here. So, all right, so looks like it's going to be a 5, so that will be the bottom group. Okay, so if we look at the bottom group here, and then we actually look down at the red and white. So as you can see here on the problems result chart here, you'll see that the bottom group driver finder right here is the red and white die. So we actually have to put them together here. So well, because we read red first and white second, it'll be 51. So 51 says driver 13. Okay. So driver 13. So driver 1 is the highest driver in bottom group, the driver in 20th place. So this would be basically counting from the bottom up. So essentially we're looking at the 13th driver. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So it looks like Greg Carl. So Greg Carl here, we're going to actually check out the problem that he's got going on here. So let's see here. All right, so we got the problem finder. So let's look at the problem finder here for him. So we'll kind of shift it there so we don't lose the place there for us. So we're going to roll 2 dice here to roll for the problem finder here. Okay. So that'll be 33. Okay, so okay, so 33 on problem finder says odd problem. Okay, pit crew A problem does not occur. So he's a C pit crew. So yep, odd problem's going to occur here. So let's read it again here. What's going to happen here? Read red one first and then white one. So 45. So 45 says pit crew error to end of bottom group. Ooh, ouch. So as of course something was going on with the racetrack there, Greg Carl got caught up, and unfortunately as the crew was trying to repair it there, get the I guess you'd say the kinks out there, unfortunately it cost him the time and space there to get inside the top group there. So he'll actually go down to the bottom of the group there, and that will shuffle up the board completely. All right, guys. Well, that was one heck of a first little start there with the problem there. So at least he's not hurt or injured there. Never want to see a starter on the first go around there. So let's get going to the next turn here. Okay, here we go. So 2, that's going to be the top group here. And then 6, 3 is going to be 9. So we're going to do reflex. Okay, so it looks like we're going to get some quick driving skills here and showing us who's got the best reflexes here. So we're going to keep on going here as we look through each one here on the top group. So from the bottom up. So it looks like Wayne Montana is going to be challenging Joey Plunka on that reflex here for it. So 4, it's going to be just inside, so Wayne Montana's got that. And then we don't need the white die because it's in the top group, not really needed. And 3, so that will be absolutely easy for Joey Plunka to kind of keep down there because he has a 1 star, then he has 2, 3, 4 being on the top spot there. So reflex, also Julie Justice has it there. So let's see here, so 2, 5, so 2, he does have that, and 5. Now I'm not sure if Joey's going to have this one because he has 1 for skill, 2 for having the star, and then 3, 4, right? Altogether. I didn't count that because of Wayne because I hit 3, no problem. So he has 4 altogether. So unfortunately, it looks like Joey Plunka will be switched up with Julie Justice as the leader there in that 10-mile stretch there. as we keep going through the 10-mile stretch, it looks like no one else actually has the reflex key, so it looks like Julie Justice will actually take the lead here, and we'll keep going here. Man, we've had some serious lead changes here as we've kind of gotten going here. So Julie Justice will take one lap there, and that will keep going here as the leader. So 10-mile stretch here that Julie Justice has started to take the lead. So as we keep fishing through, you can see that we're starting to flesh out some really great drivers in the 13-car Toyota. Just a little bit about Julie Justice. His star just continues to rise in the Scramature debut in 2014, solid 2015 season, could enjoy a big year with 2016, and we are starting to see that here. So we rolled the dice here. Let's check out what the results are. So 1, so that'll be absolutely the top group again here, guys. And then 7, that's a star group, so star. So let's keep going here as we roll through the stars here. So it looks like Wayne Montana, who's a double star pretty much. You could read it like that, I guess you could say. So 2, he has that. He has 5, so he's good to go there. Don't need the 6 because that's useless. But Julie Justice, he is also a star, so let's check it here. So because he's star, he's got 1, 2 for being having a burst, and then 3, 4 for also having it. So he definitely clears it, but Wayne Montana also has a double star, so he can actually roll again here. So let's roll again here and see what happens. Okay, 6, so that means he's not going to be able to do it because it's an automatic fail for that one. Star for Joey Plonka. 5, 1, so 5, that's over his 4, so he won't be able to do it. Okay, Austin Bigler. Let's see his TV grade. 6, that's going to be an automatic fail there. Jeff Daly Jr. has twice he can do it here, so 2, so there's 2 there for us. And then 5, that might put him in there because, again, of course, 1 star, 2 burst, and then 1, 2 for the break bonus. Looks like Jeff Daly Jr. has gotten his revenge there and has started his comeback here, as you can see. So Scott Streckel does not have that, so looks like Jeff Daly Jr. might be going for another one here as he takes the lead here during that little check here for us. So let's keep on rolling as the turns continue here. Okay, 4, so that's going to push us over to the middle group here, and that's going to be 7. So we're going to look for the star group in here. We're going to start trying to see if we can get a little bit of a star action sway between these guys here. So let's see here who is going to be switching spots here. Possibly some movement in the middle to top groups here. Take on Jeff Daly Jr. So 6, so let's see here. That's an automatic fail for the first person, so that'll be Randy Kendrick, who has the star treatment there, but unfortunately, he will be failing there. 5, so Brooks Bilovich, he has 4 press there. He cannot go for any further there because he has 5. Now, Chris Wine will be the next one here. 2, that will absolutely get us forward here. So 2, he succeeds in that one. He's going to go to the 4, so that'll be Joey Plonka, who has a 6, so he will fail that one. He unfortunately will not have enough to take a 6. A 6 is essentially for me, I guess you'd say, an override completely. So Chris Wine in that 10-mile stretches started to take the reins here, and as we were starting to look through here, who's got the other star? Star is going to be Trevor Trostel. Let's see how he goes here. So 2 will be great for him, but unfortunately that 3, it's an automatic 1, so he will automatically fail that unless he uses a performance check, which he will, and he will, of course, succeed on that one because he got out of the pit crew just fine there last time. So with a great movement there, we're starting to see some action, of course, as we go through with this little section here. Next up for star will be Ray Bob Walker, and he definitely can taste the victory here as he's trying to make a move through this halfway mark here. 5, he does have 5, so that will check. 5 is going to go over to Wayne Montana, and he, of course, also has a star. He also has a double star. So, again, Ray Bob Walker is choosing the wrong people, I'm telling you. So, to figure out how Wayne Montana is going to defend here, he gets 1 break bonus for being in the top group. He has a 2. Still, he has a double star, right? And then 4, he has for having a boost. So that's 4. He needed 5. So unfortunately, Wayne Montana will not be able to take on Ray Bob Walker's trait. So his, I guess you'd say for his contention, I suppose you'd say. So 10th place, he will switch down there, and Ray Bob Walker will move on up into the top group, which you kind of expected. All right, Stu Urich trying to get back into the top 10 here, or actually you'd say not top 10, but top 8 here. 5, 5 will definitely get him in there. He has 5 gas pedal, but he's going to go for the second spot there. Try to take down Scott Steckel, who definitely does not deserve to be in there for how he's really set up here. So unfortunately, Scott does not have a braking pad here, I guess you'd say, or a brake. So he only gets 1 point for being in the top group, and that will absolutely take him down, and Stu Urich will come back up here. So got a lot of movement here in this last one. So let's see what Pete McAtee does here. Okay, so 6. All right, 6. Pete automatically fails that one. Unfortunately, if he did succeed, he would be able to utilize one of those performance chips and get right automatically back up there. So, unfortunately, that does not happen. So, as you guys can see, Jeff Daly Jr. takes another towering lead there and gets us through onto our 220th mile here as we are going through. Almost halfway through the event. So let's keep on going as all the big players are starting to push towards the top, as you guys can see here. But you never know what could happen here as Francisco Segovia. He's not a star. He's definitely not somebody like that, but he definitely likes to drive that car nice and fast, that 56 Ford. Okay, so we have here... Okay, so 4, that'll be middle group again here, guys. 3, so we're going to see some smart drivers moving up here, guys. Let's see if by chance they will make some smart moves and move on up. So, smart will be Randy Kendrick. Okay, Randy Kendrick first here. Rolling here for us. 4, that will push him up, no problem there. And he has the gas pedal for that. I think I should start saying that because that's the actual correct terminology. 6 will be Francisco Segovia. All right, 4, does he have the ability? So he is smart, right? He does have that. He does have a boost, and he also has a brake bonus, but that's only 3. So Francisco Segovia, the person I was just talking about, it will be replaced with Randy Kendrick of the 36 Chevy Lime car. I'm not sure if I already told you guys about Randy Kendrick, though. He is highly regarded in some circles for his cool head, solid skills, and might make some noise in 2016. Well, as you guys can see, he's definitely a smart driver, and he's shown it there. All right, smart par car will be Kurt Bryson with the strange emblem there, almost like the Dark Knight emblem there. All right, so I put that down there. So 3, he absolutely succeeds on that one. And then 3 is the top group there for Trevor Trostel. Now there's a 4 here. 4, so Trevor does not have anything, so it's just going to be 1 star. Then also being in the top groups, that's 2. So it looks like Kirk Bryson will actually move himself all the way up to the top group there. So the 57 Chevy there will be making some moves there, as Kirk Bryson is, of course, a respected member of the Scram new generation. So he's going to try and see if he can get into the top 5 here, as he already has. So Denny Baker does not. He does not. Nope. Yes, Austin Bigler trying to get back into the top 8. Let's see what happens here. So 6, he automatically fails that one. Cam Croyle, another new guy here for us. 1, he automatically passes that one. Then 2, he's going to go over to Julie Justice. See if he can by chance take down the star here. 4, so it looks like Justice has 1 for the burst, 2 for a break, and that's it. So there's no other points he has, so it looks like Cam Croyle actually has moved in here, and with his 68 Chevy there, little cream key lime pie style color. Wayne Montana is going to try to get back in there, though. He is definitely a star, and he failed. That automatic 6 red does not allow him to push his pedal any further. Scott Steckel, he's going to try again here, and he has a 5. Unfortunately, he has a 3 gas pedal, so he overshot there. Now Pete McAtee, super smart guy here. He's going to try to get himself in there with a 1 red automatically there. But 2, here's the deal. Because of the fact that it's both drivers here Cam Croyle has passed it because he has 1 burst, and that automatically takes down the 1 blue. But they both have performance chips, so we do have to re-roll here. They both use their performance chips, or they don't. So let's roll here to see if they use the performance chips, and it looks like they do. So Pete McAtee uses their performance chips here and try to get past each other, but they didn't. And it looks like Pete still has 1 there on him, but Cam has lost his in keeping himself in the hunt. So that's a great turn there, as no action there on the home front for Jeff Daly Jr., but we are definitely starting to see some very good action from the middle group, which is starting to kind of take flesh here, as you guys can see. Definitely a great smattering of drivers here. Okay, mile 230. Let's roll it. Seen a couple of problems here, but a 6 will definitely be one of them. That's going to be a dueling fight there. So let's see, 6 and 4, that's 10. So 10 looks like we're going to see here. The instigator is going to be the number 4 cars. Or I should say, yeah, the number 4 cars in middle group. Okay, so the number 4 cars in the middle group here will be dual instigators here, and let's see what happens. All right, so it looks like number 4 drivers here are Denny Baker and Joey Plunka. We're going to choose Denny Baker first. He is a skillful driver here, and he's going to definitely try to take on a driver up in the top there for us here. So let's check and see what we have here. Who's a guy he's going to try to take on in the top group? He can do that. He can't take on the race leader, but he can take on the top group here. So I'm going to say he's going to go for Randy Kendrick or Kirk Bryson. And the reason why is, honestly, honestly, what they're going to do is, it's the trouble factor. Is like, if he does it, he can take in, all he has to do is pass a speed check, basically a gas pedal check. And if he does that, then the one other driver will actually have to escape, or he has to face damage. So basically, if they don't escape, they'll have to actually go through with a trouble result. So, if they escape, then that's good, but if it's not trouble, they're gonna have to go into, possibly drawing them back into the pack here. So let's check it out. So Denny Baker's gonna go for, let's see, which one, man? So let's go for Kirk Bryson. His escape is lower, and I think Denny would go after him. His spot, definitely. You won't try to go too high, of course, because if you have some of these guys, you don't want to. I guess you go for Cam Croyle, though. No, let's go for Kirk. I said Kirk, so let's go for it. So let's see if by chance Denny Baker can get into that spot there. 5. Oh no, he tried to hit too hard, and his gas pedal, he has a 4 gas pedal, so that means he's going to actually have to take a dice roll to see if he escapes here. If not, he will have to go into the trouble effect here. So that's a 9. He escapes, no problem there. So he stays where he's at, and we have no problem though. But duel was not successful there, and Joey Plunka is going to go for it as well. He wants to try and see if he can get himself up there, and he's going to go for Cam Croyle here. All right, so he is successful there, and that will move Cam Croyle all the way back down to there, but he's going to have to roll an escape one as well. Cam Croyle is, and that's an 8, and he has an escape of 9, so he is free without any problems there. So let's check it out, as of course we pass through the 230th mile there, and luckily no feuding drivers, but at least some drivers have tried to make some moves here, and that would definitely be Joey Plunka getting back into the top 3, I guess you'd say, the top 3 racers here. So let's roll again here as we start to get into the 250th, which is basically the halfway mark of the Copper State 500. 4 will be going for the middle group here, and that's going to be a 6. So 6 is going to be the control. So let's start rolling for control here as we go through the race here. Okay, so Francisco Segovia going to try to get back in. That's a 6. Not going to happen. All right, control again is Billy Brett. 4, he is successful there, so it's going to go over to the 3rd, who is Kurt Bryson, and he's going to try to go for 4. So it looks like he has 1 for control, 2 for being in there, but that's not going to help out, so that's going to put in Billy Brett there, number 88 car from Toyota there, and he's going to move all the way up there. So it looks like Kurt escaped the other one, but did not escape this last attack in the 230th minute, or mile. Trevor Trostel, that's a 6, triple 6s, folks. I couldn't have rolled that if I tried anymore. So definitely a failure there. So not going to happen there. Okay, so Denny Baker, nope. So Gary Pine here, who definitely still has his performance check there, could definitely help him out here. So a 4, he got in, no problem there. So he's going to fight off 6. So he's going to try to get into Randy Kendrick's spot there, and that will absolutely succeed with a 6. That is an automatic succeed unless Randy had a performance chip, which he did not. So Randy's going to move down into the middle group. Austin Bigler, who has double control, so this is his forte here. So a 2, red, will get him up there. 4 will be over here, and Chris Wine here. Now, Chris Wine has a 1 defeat, and he will defeat that no problem. So Austin, because he has double, he has a star there, he will be able to roll again here and try once more on his check. So 3 will be the red one, so that's passing. And a 3 again, that'll be over to Billy Brett. And a 6, that's an automatic fail there for Billy Brett. And it looks like Billy Brett got up there within that 10-mile stretch and went back down. So a lot of drivers are doing that nowadays. They're going up and then going back down. But if you notice, Billy Brett is in better position than he was in the back part here. So still making moves and still getting up there is Billy Brett. So Julie Justice, here we go. So 5 you have there. So 5 will be outside of Julie Justice. He has a 4 pedal rating. Wayne Montana is going to try his hand to get up inside the top 8 here again. 2, he will do that. 1 will be over here. Stu Urich, he only has to make a 2, and he does because he has control. He's a part of the top group and has boost. That's 3, so he'll make it no problem. All right, so Scott Steckel has control as well. He's smart and he's controlled, but unfortunately, as again he rolled the last time, he's got a 6 red, so he will not be making the move up again here. But he's still top 10, so this is a good finish for him if he can hold on. Pete McAtee is right here, so 5. So 5 there. He has a 4, so that will not change anything, and that will be the end of this one here. And so in the 240th mile, as you can see here, a lot of the top drivers still have some performance chips they can utilize, which is great action here, leading into the 250. Let's check it out, see what happens here. It's all about positioning as you get into the halfway mark. You don't want to be too far down. And speaking of too far down here, let's go to the top group and see who's going to be making moves on Jeff Daly Jr. 5. So it's going to be heat. Okay, so Jeff Daly Jr. does not succeed in that one. So let's see who has heat. So it's going to be Ray Bob Walker. We'll be rolling the dice against for his performance check here for heat. Ray Bob Walker with a 5, he does succeed, and a 6 will be an automatic fail for Jeff Daly. So Ray Bob Walker has never once led in our series yet, and he is now leading at this point. So Ray Bob Walker is leading here. Jeff Daly Jr. has gotten taken down here. So let's see what happens as we look for the next heat, which will be Chris Wine here. So a 5, he does pass that 5. I moved it with my thumb there, but it was a 5. 5, so he does pass that. 4, it doesn't matter, 4, but a 2. And Ray Bob Walker does pass that there, no problem. But we do, since they both have performance chips, we have to check. So this means they both use them, they both keep them. So let's roll it. So they both keep them, so they don't use them. They just kind of speed their way through. They know they're going to miss, and Chris kind of takes defeat, and Ray Bob kind of keeps himself ahead. No need to utilize more than he needs to, of course. And that's the last of the heat drivers in the top 10, or top 8. So with now, with 250 laps to go here, guys, or miles to go, Ray Bob Walker has found himself in the lead here. So Ray Bob Walker will be enjoying a little bit of the lead here. We'll see how long it's going to take him to control this lead. We're going to go until the pit stop happens here. So let's check it out here for the next the next 20 miles. Okay, so all the racers are starting to see that, and they need to start thinking about pitting here. But they'll go for another couple of laps here. So 5 will be who we're looking at. So that's going to be the bottom group here. And the bottom group's going to be making moves here as we start the 260th mile here. Okay, so let's see here. So 250 starting here. We're going to look over at the bottom group for Star. So Star is going to be what we're looking at here. All right, let's go through. So let's go through. This is a pretty big list, so you kind of have to go down here. So Star, Tom Rossi, who definitely was a star and wants to be back up into the middle group there. 4, he passes through. 2 is right here. So 2 will be right there. So it's an even, so it'll be Wayne Montana. 6 looks like Wayne Montana will be moving all the way down, folks. He was, if you remember, in the lead for about 10 miles there, guys. Unfortunately, it looks like Tom Rossi has now taken him down here. So Smart, nope, he doesn't have the star. Let's look. Joey Wilson does not have the star. So Kevin Pettis, the military 80 Chevy here. Definitely dedicated to the troops there, it looks like. 3, he does have 3, so let's check it out here. So 6 We're going to go here, and it's an odd, so we're going to go Francisco Segovia and a 5, and Francisco will not be able to defend that with only just 1 star. So, yep, 1 boost. He will be back down into the bottom, kind of where he belongs, it looks like. Definitely wasn't supposed to be up there, but hey, he tried his best, and he had a great race weekend in leading up. So 3 here for Dick Exum here, as you can see there. All right, so 3. Let's look real quick what we got here. So he does have 3, which is good. 6, and we're going to go to the odd, Kevin Pettis. So 4, he needs to make 4 here. So he has 1 for being a star, but it looks like Kevin Pettis moved up a little too fast there, guys, and he moves back down and leaves room for the number 3 car, Chevy here, Dick Exum here. Okay, so Ryan Mooney does not have star. Jason Leonard does here, and he's going to try to get himself back up there. 1 will succeed, no problem, and he's going to go to the 3rd. And it's going to go to the odd, Randy Kendrick, and he's going to have to make a 2. So Randy has 1 star, but unfortunately, because he doesn't have a boost or anything, he just has the star attribute, he's not going to be able to fend off Jason Leonard, who will move on up here in the 250th mile here. Mooch Thomas does have a star as well, so let's see what the, looks like almost like a Starbucks or like a Dietrich's Coffee style 20 Chevy here. Who his sponsor is, I have no idea. 2, so Mooch is going to go through here. 4 is going to go right to the even here, so Cam Croyle. And 3, so he has 1 boost, no star, so Cam Croyle is going to move down here. And it looks like Mooch Thomas in the 20 car is going to move up here. A lot of stars are starting to make their moves here, guys. Okay, the fans are starting to cheer. That was a 2, I apologize. My fingers are absolutely destroying here. So 2, so not for Jim there. There we go, Vic Holder here in the definitely very cool Seattle Seahawks style green and blue here. Okay, so he passes through, no problem. 5 is going to be over here in the even, so Trevor Trostel. 1, he's going to pass, no problem. Vic's going to stay down in the lower here. All right, so Jordy Pettis with the Black Widow car here. 6, he's not going to be able to move there, but he has a star, so he has a double star action there, so he can actually move twice. You can challenge twice to see if he can get in there. And 5, he will be able to do it. And 5 will go to the section over here, and that will be the odd for Kirk Bryson. And a 2, well, Kirk does not have any ability. He's not a star and doesn't have a boost, so he will move down, and Jordy will move up. Okay, so Alex Hodge here does not have the star. Sometimes it's hard to remember those things here, right? Marlon McGarry, here we go. 2, he passes with a 2 here. 4, section 4 here, and then 2 even. That'll be Mooch Thomas here. 4, he does not have a 4 because he has a star and a boost, but Mooch Thomas moves back down there, so he gets back up into the 14th spot, and then Marlon takes his place here. Mike Dawson with what looks to be the Home Depot car does not have a star attribute there, nor does Chuck Tufaro. And Craig Greco does, though. Let's check him out here. 5, he has a 4 gas pedal. Does not make that check there. Monica Merrick. Dang it, Monica, you gotta be a star here. Sean Hashigan driving the, what looks to be the Shell car. Marty Moen not doing it here. And Kerry Cacciola. Yep, in the 2 Chevy car. Let's check it out here. So in the, what is it, the Home Improvement car, looks like. Almost, or Lowe's, that's what it looks like. The 2 will pass through his gas pedal. 6 will be what we're looking at, and it's been even, so Brooks Bilovich. 3, so he has 1 star, but no boost, so Brooks and his TV setting, he's actually going to move all the way down into the bottom group again, folks. Wow. And Sonny Swain does not have it, nor does the Hot Chili Pepper 70 Toyota. He doesn't have it either, nor does Mark Firth Whiteout. Okay, so there you have it, guys. There was the moves for the 250th to 260th miles. There was a lot of moves there, folks. You probably could look at a screenshot from now to there and wouldn't be able to see what happened. A lot of moves happened with Tom Rossi, Dick Exum, and then moves in the 14th position here. You could see about 4, I think it was like 3 cars moved in and out of that area. Billy Brett's back up here and Jason Leonard. So got a lot of new cars here going into the pit stop here as we see a lot of moves happening. Let's check out what's going to happen in the pit. All right, going into pit row here, guys. Now, I think I may have been doing this wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but in the comments below for sure. but I think it says top and bottom. So I'm just rolling these, and essentially whatever group, so let's roll them now. So let's roll this here. So 5 and 4, so 4 and 5, right? Let's read it from lowest to highest. So 4 and 5, so it's in both. So I'll switch 4, Chris Wine with Jeff Daly, and Denny Baker, Marlon McGarry with Jordy Pettis and Trevor Trossel. It says that in the rules. It doesn't really show an example, which is kind of hard to understand. But hey, we'll do it. We'll show it. We'll kind of make the change, unless you guys think otherwise. Honestly, the rules are. I think it's page. Page XI. So XI there is where the page is at, and I've been kind of reading over it a couple times because I've been doing it kind of wrong, it seems like, for the past 2 pit rows. I mean, it's not going to change too much of the race 100%, but we'll change them here. If you guys find it being wrong, you let me know and I'll make the change, or at least from further on I'll make the change here so you guys can enjoy it. But 4 and 5 are going to change here. So Denny Baker here with Jordy Pettis, and Marlon McGarry with Trevor Trossel will be changing there. Cool. So we have a change in that 4 and 5 mark there. Now, of course, we go into the second sector here. Of course, it's going to be the fast pit. So we're going to roll black dice and see which of the groups are going to actually get the fast pit action. So let's check it out here. So we're going to roll the black dice here. 2. So 2, that's going to be the top group. So top group drivers and the race leader. So it includes the race leader here. So let's check it out here. We're just going to roll. It's their fast pit. If it's equal to or under, they will get a performance chip in the top group. Okay, so that's an 8. So for Gary Pine, he has a fast pit of 5. Not going to happen. Okay, Chris Wine has a fast pit of 8. That's a 6. He will get 1, so he's going to get 2 there. So we'll have 2 on there. Okay. Jeff Daly Jr. with a 10, and that will be 10. So he luckily slips by there. Could have missed that. Fast pit of 7 there for Austin Bigler. He has a 6, so he gets 1 as well. So we're going to see a lot of blocks and a lot of defense from the top drivers here. Joey Plunka has an 8, and he rolls a 5, so he will get 1. And Stu Urich, who has a fast pit of 8, he rolls a 4, so he gets 1 there. And then our race leader, Ray Bob Walker, with 10, and he has a fast pit of 10, so he will also get 1, so that'll be 2 for him there. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong here, we're then going to move the top, so in both top and bottom. So let's roll here. So we're going to move the guys who have the top double performance chips above the ones who have single. Even though it may not say that in the rules, I think that's kind of implicated that the guys with double are doing better than the guys who are doing single. So, you know what I mean? That kind of makes sense, honestly. So, they'll be moving there. So, it looks like Chris Wine here will be moving on up from the 6th position to 3rd. So, good for him here as he gets out of pit row there. And, well, if you guys notice here, middle group doesn't need to be changed because there's the guy right there who's the only one who has a performance chip, and Pete McAtee. And the final step will be the guy who gets to drive out of there quick and fast here and challenge the race leader, Ray Bob Walker there. So let's check it out here. We're going to roll them both together just for speed and accuracy here. So 3, so number 3 car here, which will be Joey Plunka, who's in the 4th place, and he rolls a 5. So he has a 4 gas pedal. He will not be able to take Ray Bob Walker as he speeds out of pit row there. So that'll be the last there, and that'll be the 270th mile there. And looks like Ray Bob Walker will hold the lead for at least 30 miles here, and will be enjoying himself as he, of course, continues on and possibly will be staying in the lead, hopefully, for the next convenient future. Now, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. I tried to film as much as I could here for you guys to be able to kind of digest. If you have any other questions or comments, concerns, leave them in the comment below, or comment field below there. I definitely appreciate, once again, all those likes, all those subscriptions, man. I really appreciate it, guys. This is a great game. You really should enjoy it. One thing I like about this game, and I'm just going to give you a kind of a little quick review of it, just kind of my ideas about it. I was worried about it because I'm not a NASCAR driver fan. I don't watch NASCAR, but I do, kind of understand the sport, and it is exciting. This is excitement. This is fun. This is cool to see cards moving within themselves, characters kind of advancing. For instance, when you roll a smart performance check, well, the smart performance cars will move up, even though they're, not, they're not Jeff Daly Jr. or Ray Bob Walker for, star support or skilled. Cars like Dick Exum can move up, or Denny Baker. Those guys can move up because they have that reflex skill that Jeff Daly Jr. does not have. So there's an opportunity for them to move forward, which is kind of exciting. It's really cool in that way. I will see, of course, after we do a couple of races, how all this actually unveils. I don't want to see the same kind of results each time. That's the kind of difference that I like about History Maker Baseball, second season, Soccer Blast, Hockey Blast, all those great skill category style games that Keith Avalon makes. I want to see scattered ideas. I want to see drivers who do make a move because the dice rolled that way, and not something that's like, hey, we've statistically made it this way or that 100%. So we'll see how this works out, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I always try to keep it fresh and a little bit and exciting. If you have any comments or, of course, any ideas, any feedback, leave a comment below. And, of course, smash that like button, guys. I'll see you next time here, guys, as these racers start to get their bearings set for the last half of the or last third of the race, as we of course start on the home stretch and the next couple of videos here for the Copper State 500. We'll see you next time here, guys, and this of Keith, of course, will be in the bleachers.